Together and have a beer and hustle each other up and talk about whatever's going on and network and collaborate. And I think that's...
So it will be a networking tool as well?
It's definitely a networking tool.
Right, okay.
So there'll be offline events called Hustle Ups, which will be all around the country at different cities around the country. Anyone can run those, and really it's just an opportunity for people to come together and start discussing different issues. We want to draw all those issues back up to HustleFest in Auckland, which we might have once every couple of months, say, where we're starting to bring those ideas together and really develop those and create some sort of outcomes from that.
That's pretty exciting then for you.
So it's really interesting. The idea's kind of still developing and building.
So when's the first one going to be?
We're hoping in October. Run the first one.
Not
long away. Jesus. So we're looking for people to help with some website development, people to help with some branding and logos and design.
So if you're out there, right, you can give them a call.
If you want to get your name out there, if you want to start profiling some sexy work that you're doing, come and talk to us at HustleFest, because we can certainly be using all sorts of talent at the moment, and we're looking for venues and all that sort of thing at the moment in terms of what we're going to do. And we're going to use that whole sort of unconference.
So I don't. The unconference to me is kind of alien. I come from a background where everything's conference.
So a normal conference, you turn up to the event and you've got a list of the topic and the rooms and who's speaking and what the issue is and all that kind of stuff. Or an unconference, all you know is what the high level topic's going to be.
Right. Okay.
Everything else is blank. So once,
then who creates that?
And then the people that turn up to the event create the event as they go, depending on who they are, what they're interested in, what they want to talk about, and what's important to them.
Okay.
So it's always
no agenda.
There's no agenda.
It's just a topic.
Yep.
Okay. It's very new age and kind of hippie.
Yeah. Well.
And we're trying this for it. Right. No, you can carry on.
Well, look, basically that's it. I mean, really what we're looking for now is people to sign up on the site, to create their blogs, to create their profiles, to start writing articles, maybe to be emailing us about innovative creative stuff that's happening in their business or their industry. Tell us about what's happening, who's making it happen. Let's get some video up there about them. Let's write some articles about them. Let's start showcasing to the world and to the rest of New Zealand what the young guys and the cool kids club, if you like, in New Zealand, what are they doing, and who are these talented people, and what's happening at the moment, and let's profile that and make it exciting, and well, it already is, but
absolutely.
Let's turn it on, wind it up.
And let's taste some wine.
The
next one is the Lobster Reef 08 Marlborough Pinot, and these are, I guess, a brother and sister. But what I do notice is that this is a much kind of lighter, almost kind of has a brown kind of tinge to it for me. Pinot. Just
very red, isn't it? Very lot more sort of cherry, or sort of almost that dark red fruit, that boysenberry kind of.
And now on the nose, what'd you get?
Almost sort of like blueberries or oak, and
I think oak.
Some smokiness coming through.
Oak is one of the things. I can get some kind of red fruit as well. I can get kind of a bit of raspberry, but kind of
the raspberry.
At the moment, it's dominated a bit by oak. Sometimes I use oak to mask some fruit. So a lot of people think it's kind of really cool and trendy to have some oak and stuff like that, and sure enough, if it's in balance, if the oak's in balance, then it is good, and it can complement. But when it starts overtaking and sitting above the fruit, then I'll worry about it.
Is this the case that it probably needs to sit around for a little while and kind of let that even itself out? I mean,
some of it will integrate, but it depends on the quality of the fruit sitting beneath it and how much kind of oak is sitting above it. And right now, kind of the thing that I get, the main characteristic on the nose, it may not taste and translate to the palate, but on the nose I get a bit of oak. And surprisingly,
it's great. It's nice and sort of a lot lighter sort of texture, I think, from the Cape Campbell one. It's still got that lingering finish right at the end, but it's not quite as dry.
I find it a bit more slaty, a bit more minerally. the fruit is really up front, and then it goes to kind of a slaty, minerally kind of chalkiness.
Yeah, you definitely got that sort of dry top of the tongue.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah,
it. Yep.
Yeah.
And how would you rate that?
I think I'd like the other one better. I think the Cape Campbell one certainly had a more fuller flavour. There was the fruits in it certainly stood out a lot more than the lobster.
Yeah.
So I'm probably not thinking maybe up to 85, but certainly in the low 80s, definitely. I mean, it's very, very drinkable. It's a very tasty wine.
I can't tell you the prices of these wines because I don't know.
No, well, I mean, you probably from the top of my head,
what would you pay for them?
I'd say you'd be looking at maybe a 20 to 25 maybe for that lobster reef, possibly. Yeah. I think it's certainly up there.
And the Cape Camel?
I'd be thinking probably similar, maybe it's maybe closer to 30 almost.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'd probably say that as well.
I would almost think that this lobster probably needs to be cellared for a few years and just let that rich fruit content of it just open it up a little bit.
I'm not sure how it's going to age. That's the only thing I worry about it. Cape Campbell, I feel safe to kind of like keep that kind of like 08, so I'd probably go 012. Lobster, I'm not sure about. And that's what I worry about. Kind of like sometimes with Pinot, it needs to be a bit more about balance and kind of subtlety.
I'm going to keep tasting this because I know wine will open up in the glass. I mean, even just a little bit, and there's a little bit of that sort of aeration and that sort of thing. Yeah. It certainly does change after a.
I ask everybody, who would you most like to share a glass of wine with?
Ooh, that's David Letterman.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
I'd love to sit down with him, you know, in the middle of Marlborough there, and have a glass of wine with him and pick his brains about a few things. That'd be incredibly entertaining.
Oh, that surprised me because most people kind of like, they would think kind of like, for me, I'm kind of like John Lennon or some kind of big iconic kind of person.
That's probably,
probably a generational thing. And I would never assume in a million years that you would have said David Letterman.
I don't even know if he drinks wine.
No, nor do I.
Probably does, but I mean, maybe that's, you know, maybe we need to bring him out here and sort of educate him a little bit if he doesn't, and show him what's on offer. Because as we can see from Marlborough in New Zealand, there's two great Pinots here. I mean, both of them are good.
I'm going 85, maybe 86 points. Probably 86 points on the Cape Campbell now, and probably 84 on the Lobster Reef. So I sit kind of either side of that kind of 85 that you gave it. And anyway, it's been fantastic having you on here.
Good to see you.
And good to see you as well. And kind of like we did have a kind of little tasting last night, so
we've had a bit of practice.
We've had a bit of practice, yeah.
it was rather late.
And so yeah, we have known each other before and everything like that. So all the best, kind of like for HustleFest and stuff like that. Kind of like, hopefully we'll get to see a bit of it on kind of video and stuff like that.
We'll definitely see some on video, and we'll hopefully have you down there for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So until next time, I'll catch you later.